What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to dive into another fantastically trippy topic, and that is something called false awakenings. A false awakening is a vivid and convincing dream in which the dreamer has a dream that they are in fact awakening from sleep, but in reality, they are actually still dreaming. When a false awakening has occurred, the dreamer typically dreams or goes through their morning ritual in their dream state. I almost always experience false awakenings when I have lucid dreams, particularly when I perform the wake then back to bed method. What's interesting about false awakenings and sort of unfortunate is that they oftentimes, by engaging in our daily habits like this, in our dream state, oftentimes make us lose our lucidity and our critical and lucid thought processes in our dream state and surrender back to it and go about dreaming normally as we would non-lucidly. False awakenings can be circumvented by a bunch of different ways, but one that I found particularly helpful in my life and my lucid dreaming life is by coming up with a strategy to perform a reality check as a part of my morning ritual. What I want to do in this video is give you one nice way to turn again this sort of inconvenience to your lucid dreams actually into a gateway to powerful lucid dreams. How are we going to do this? We're going to do this by every morning getting into the habit of, when we wake up, checking our clock or checking our phone, some sort of screen that you can look at, or analog clock, whatever, to look at and check that it is normal and not all messed up and disconfigured and discombobulated and dreamlike, and that you're seeing what you would expect to normally see. This is essentially going to serve as a reality check, the same way that you could look at your hands and see if they're goofy or not, and in fact you could actually do this in the morning, but I think that just incorporating something that you would probably normally do in your morning ritual and using that as a way to trigger your lucid state, should it actually be a dream and a false awakening, and get you back on that lucid dreaming track that you would most likely like to be on. A couple interesting side notes about false awakenings is that it's strange to think that by having these experiences, and you probably will have them, I have them almost every single time I lucid dream, that by engaging in our morning rituals or our morning habits in our dream state actually makes us lose our lucidity and slip back into like unconscious patterns of behavior and just going about the dream sort of unconsciously. It's also very interesting to note that there's so many different mechanisms in place pointing almost in the opposite direction of lucid dreaming for most people. Things from as simple as it being difficult to recall your dreams, difficult to attain lucidity in the first place, that you often have to pass through the sometimes unpleasant sleep paralysis, at least some people find it sometimes unpleasant, as well as things like false awakenings that are even like corrective mechanisms when people are actually able to achieve and bypass all these first things. Why is this the case when almost everybody that I've talked to and the literature that I read on lucid dreaming seemed it to be an overall very positive and therapeutic experience? So just some food for thought, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, or feel free to send me a message about what you think the reason for this might be, that there's so much stuff pointing you in the opposite direction of lucid dreaming. So cheers, I look forward to talking with you about this more online, and this has been Mnemonics, and thanks for watching.